Okay, we're here at the Freedom Festival, and I'm very glad I've been able to grab Matthew Elliott, who's Chief Executive of Business for Britain. So you've just given a very inspiring speech on the state of centre-right politics in Britain at the moment. But I really wanted to talk to you about Business for Britain, because I think it's a great organisation. What are you doing at the moment?
The key thing we're doing is putting out our change or go message. What we're saying is that the EU needs to change radically in order for Britain to stay in. Or if the EU doesn't reform, if it refuses to reform, we shouldn't be afraid of the alternatives of leaving the EU. So putting out that message and really representing business people in that debate. We've also done a list of 10 examples of changes that we need in order to stay in, including, for example, giving the national parliaments much more of a say and having a veto in the EU process. Big cutbacks in business regulation, big cutbacks in the Britain's contribution to the EU budget. It's the sort of things that we need to make our position in the EU much more tolerable and acceptable.
Okay, and I know that the BBC, of course, always loves to quote business people saying that your membership of the European Union is marvellous. But how are you finding your message is going down with business leaders out in the country?
We actually find that, in fact, the BBC and even the FT are now actually much more accurate in their description of the business debate, and actually sort of showing that there are a big chunk of business people who want to have renegotiation and referendum. In fact, it's about 2/3 of business people. They represent this in their coverage now. So we are making strides to actually make sure the coverage is much more balanced, and they often do point out that the big multinationals, of course, and the big corporates love the EU, but they also point out how many entrepreneurs and big businesses too, and also the SME community are very afraid of the regulation, and it's costing them a lot of money.
Okay, now also we're here at the Freedom Festival, organised by the Freedom Association. How have you been enjoying it?
I've loved it, and I love doing my annual State of the Movement address, and it's good to do it for the second year running. And it's just so well organised and great to see so many people from so many different groups and across the country come together in one place.
Great, and finally, of course, we've got popularised Business for Britain. What's your website, social media?
Businessforbritain.org, and I'm not sure the Twitter hashtag.
But you're on Twitter?
We're on Twitter.
Fantastic. Okay, well, thanks for taking time to talk to us. I know you're really busy here, but it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.